Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Tim. Welcome back to another episode of Golf Cart Garage. I see we got people in the room already. Thank y'all for coming. Hello everybody on YouTube and Facebook. We are live right now as I speak. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Let me check, make sure everything's rolling. Looks like we're good. This is Tuesday, February the 20th. Let me find my social media link here. There it is. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook, of course, but you can also follow us in other places. Here I'm running the links to the other places, to TikTok and Instagram links there that you can follow us on. If you like this content, also please remember to like and subscribe if you have not already. YouTube, Colocal Vlogs, how are you, sir? Hey, I guess I'm saying that right. Colocal. Greg Elliott, what's up? Larry Consley, 53 Sunny, Helpless, and Cabot. Yep, and it's a beautiful day today in Central Arkansas. I can guarantee you that. It's a beautiful day. Full sun, like he says, like Helpless Garage saying, 61. Probably headed to 70. It's just about perfect motorcycle riding weather. I might take a motorcycle ride Thursday. I believe it's supposed to even be warmer Thursday. Gene, what's going on, Gene? Hanson 45. Sunny, Michigan. Kurt, too long wait. Miss you, Tim. What's up, Kurt? Jeffrey 28. I got your pictures, Jeffrey. I'm gonna show them. One of them today. Got a couple of people sent me some pictures. Jeffrey was one of them. He sent me some pictures of a pretty cool cart. William Rizzo sent me some pictures. I've got a couple of things on deck for let's see here in a little bit. Interesting cars for sure. Gary England, what's going on, Gary? Mike Irwin, 58 Sunny in southwestern Indiana. Mason Grove checking in. What's up, Mason? Jeffrey said he got my email. Got the gym, yep. Rich Eastman, 45. Achapongo. Fish, what's going on, Fish? Glad you're back, man. Big Mike, what's going on, Big Mike? Let me check Facebook, make sure we're good. Yeah, it looks like Facebook is good, but it's dragging. All right. Well, I had some complaints that I talked too much about nothing, so I guess we better get started. Some viewer commented that I talked too much about nothing. Colocal, I sent in pics to your email this morning as well. Okay, I haven't checked it today, Mason, but I'll check them out. And if you posted me some, if you sent me some golf cart pictures, I'll show them next time. Colocal says, what type of suspension do you prefer in a 6-seater golf cart in the means of front and rear? Well, what do you mean there? You talking about lift kit? You want to go with a lift kit? Big Mike, that viewer isn't very important. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, I mean, that's what I was thinking when I read it. I said, well, what do you expect me to do? I'm thinking to myself, you know, when I read that comment. What do you expect me to do? Do you expect me to ignore everybody in the chat and just go over the regular scheduled questions? Because everybody that's in the chat is the reason that this is still continuing. That's the reason that this is going on. So you're always going to get trolls no matter, you know, no matter what you do. You're not going to make everybody happy. So I just think it's amazing, though, that you got all these keyboard warriors out there. If I stopped talking about nothing, I wouldn't be able to talk at all. Greg says, yo, Tim, that viewer must have had an emergency golf cart repair. You talk about what you want. Well, I'm probably going to do that. I mean, I'll try to keep as many people happy as I can. I'm very, very easy to get along with, as y'all probably figured that out. So when somebody is upset with me, it just amazes me. The double wishbone, okay, Colocal says, no, I mean like the double wishbone or leaf springs, like that stuff. Well, the ultimate type of suspension system would be A-arm. If you had some A-arm type lift kit or small lift kit, a small A-arm lift kit would probably be good. You need to get a lift kit that has, if you want to make sure you cover all your bases, I'd get a lift kit that has the ability not only to have toe-in adjustment, but camber and caster adjustment also. And not all lift kits are like that. So I would make sure that you had that in the front. Now in the rear, there's not really much choices that you can go for in the rear. It's usually either just leaf springs that have a bigger curve to them, or lift blocks that you put on the rear. There's not much you can do. The front end is the place that you have choices. Robert Edwards, hello from West Virginia. Thank you, Craig. If they were that concerned, they could pay the money to get you one-on-one. Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but it's weird. Tim, do you have any idea how many followers you have? Well, I think that the channel as a whole, this is actually part of the YouTube channel that Golf Cart Garage has. This is part of the YouTube channel. It's got my videos, it's got Dave's videos, who's typing right now. Spun around. The axle in Tim's comment section is going to get it up by me like they messed with the Wendy's Twitter account. Yeah, they all take, Golf Cart Garage has my back, that's for sure, and I appreciate it. But this is part of the YouTube channel, and I think we're getting close to 12,000 subscribers for the channel. If I'm wrong, Dave, correct me on that. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's somewhere, I know we passed 10,000 not too long ago, but I think we're getting close to 12,000 now, Kurt. Person to be upset with you, I treat my customers how I want to be treated. Yep, that's exactly what I do. Okay. River Rides Golf Buggies. What's going on, River Rides? I hadn't seen you in a while. Good afternoon to you too. Thank you for stopping by. Helpless says it's 12.8K, so it's 12.8. It's over 12,000 for the channel, for the YouTube channel. It's not just me. That's my videos. That's Dave's videos. That's everything that's posted on the Golf Cart Garage YouTube channel. Yeah, 12,875 and growing is what Dave just posted. Yep. Stephen Kuhn, what's going on, Stephen Kuhn? Thank you for stopping by. Let me go ahead and get started. Hello. Okay, number one, regular questions here. This is from Sam. Gas gauge is not reading. What's my first step in troubleshooting this issue? What do you recommend? Well, Sam, when you say gas gauge, I'm assuming that we're talking about a gas cart now, because a lot of people, they call the gas gauge, they call the gauge on an electric cart, they'll call it a gas gauge by mistake, but I'm going to assume that we're talking about a gas cart. And the way that those generally work, and all the ones that I've seen, I'm not sure about the brand new carts, I'm not sure how they're doing it, but there's generally a float inside the tank that rises up and down. It just floats in the gasoline, and then that's hooked to a sending unit, and that sends the signal to your gas gauge. So if there's a problem, it could be with that float that's inside your tank. Okay. Number two. This is from Rick. I have a 68 Club Car electric. 68, Rick? The problem is the motor just clicks when I press the go pedal in either forward or reverse. Why? The idiot low battery indicator is not lit and the headlights do not light up. What is my problem? Well, if we're really talking about a 68, Rick, then that's a collectible antique cart. So there's lots of things that could be causing your issue. But the first thing that we need to clear up is we need to figure out if your batteries have juice in them. You know, because if your car's that old, my next question would be how old are your batteries? So that could be causing every issue that you just described. You know, that could be causing it just to click and not go. It could, and that's not your motor clicking. That's most likely your solenoid clicking. That could be causing your battery light indicator not to be lit up anymore because it doesn't even have enough power to light it up to show you that you have a low voltage. So I'd like to have questions about your batteries first. Okay. This is from Satan. Okay. Or Satan. I'm looking for a way to get a smoother ride, but I don't want a 6-inch lift. I want to keep it almost stock looking, but a small lift is okay. What do you recommend? Well, we talk about this all the time, how to get a smoother ride. And one way to get a smoother ride is to stay with 8-inch rims as long as you can. As long as you can stand it, stay with 8-inch rims. And that, you know, you can go all the way up to a 22-inch tire with 8-inch rims, maybe even more than that. But 22 is enough. That gives you a lot of air pressure to play with. But obviously, you're going to have to put a lift kit in order to run 22s. Now, they make small lift kits. You know, generally, the smallest lift kit's about 3 inches. That's in general. There's several companies that make a 3-inch lift kit. Now, E-Z-GO actually makes a mid-rise lift kit that's only 2 inches. It actually doesn't even involve axle blocks in the rear. You know, generally how you lift the rear of a cart, like I was talking about earlier, is you put an axle block and put the leaf spring on top of the block. Instead of under the axle, the leaf spring's on top of the axle. In general, that's how you lift the rear. E-Z-GO makes one with just a leaf spring that's actually curved, has a larger curve in the rear. No block needed. The leaf spring has a larger curve in the rear and longer shackles. And then I can't remember how the front is done. Oh, maybe it might be done with a front leaf spring. Yeah, it's done with front leaf springs that are further down, I believe. But that's a 2-inch lift, and then you can get 1 inch out of a golf cart usually just by changing your springs. You know, just by changing worn-out springs, or maybe even going to a heavy-duty spring that has 4. You can get 1 to 2 inches in a lift kit like that. That was dyslexic Santa. Jeffrey says he's seen problems with E-Z-GO factory electric gauges. You can be in neutral reverse, the engine up, and the gauge moves down. It was the gauge. Big Mike says he played with the air pressure on his and he feels like the thing goes faster now. Well, it might. You know, you air those tires up tight and you're going to have less rolling resistance. So it's very possible that it goes faster, you know, just by airing them up tight. Let me check on Facebook. I hadn't checked that in a while. Looks like we're still doing good over there. Okay, number 4. This is from Phil. Phil says, I have a 1996 Yamaha G16. I'm trying to increase low-end power and speed. Do you have any upgrade options for the clutch and gears in the rear end? Well, if we start getting into that clutch question, you know, that's like I said before, don't make too many changes all at once. Like make one change, you could put a stiffer spring and that would help you get some low end torque. It may sacrifice your top end speed though. And so then you might have to do some other things to the other clutch. It's kind of a tightrope you got to walk there when you start messing with clutch. I don't like to see people try to do it all at once and they try to get everything. They try to get speed and torque because generally that's going to be hard to do. You could go with this is what you could do. You could go with high speed gears in the rear end to get your speed. Okay, but that's obviously going to make you lose a little bit of torque. So then you can go with stiffer springs in your clutches. You know, not too much because it's going to be harder to pull those gears. So it's a it's a little difficult. So just do one thing at a time is what I'm recommending. Helpless says, what is max air pressure 18s on 8s can take before kaboom? Well, I don't know about before kaboom, but 18 on 8s is 22 psi is the max recommended pressure. Is 22 on 18s on 8s, but I don't know if they'll go, I don't know how much before they pop. If you find that out, let me know. G16, get rid of the factory drive clutch. 99% of your problem. If it's it's a G16. You've got problems with G16 clutches. I got you. Randy Rizzo, what's up, Randy Rizzo? Dave's back on dyslexia stuff again. Number 5. This is from Brian. Can you tell me the sign of a worn drive belt? Can you tell me the sign of a worn drive belt on a Yamaha G29? It's actually kind of hard to do unless you put it up beside a new one, you know, because drive belts on golf carts, on gas golf carts, they wear so perfectly that you'll look at it and you'll say, oh, that thing looks brand new. But then you'll put it beside a brand new one and you'll notice that it's 3/4 the width of a brand new one. But because the sheaves on the clutches are, you know, they're so smooth that they wear that belt down evenly over time. So it's kind of difficult to tell unless you put it up beside a new one. Miles, finished my 6-inch drop, new tires and rims, 14s, high sidewall, 10 pounds, same speed as with 8-inch stock. Well, that's good. At least it didn't slow down. What is your question? You're thinking that, how tall are your tires? I understand that you got a 14-inch rim. Jeffrey says sitting low in the driven should be flush. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, Jeffrey. I don't know if everybody else is, but you're talking about it should be flush across the top when it's sitting there, not spinning in the driven clutch. So you got 23s, Miles, and your cart is the same speed as it was on 18s, is what you're telling me? Ron Stecker on Facebook. Do you get tired of questions about golf carts? Has no power, fully charged but won't go, won't climb hills, etc., and having to explain to them that they have to check voltage at time of occurrence? Well, what do you want me to do, Ron? I mean, that's the answer to their question. But no, if I got tired of that, then I would have to stop doing this, because I have to do that almost on a daily basis. There's the same issues do come up with golf carts over and over and over again. So there's just some, you know, there's some points that you have to just drive home into some people, because they don't. You wouldn't believe how many times someone has talked to me about their golf cart, and you wouldn't believe how difficult it was for me to convince them that their batteries are dead. That sometimes can be very difficult to convince someone. And I never knew that before doing this. It's just I've noticed that over the years, is that sometimes people just refuse to believe that their batteries are dead. No matter what I say, and no matter what tests they run, and no matter what they do, they just cannot believe their batteries are dead. Sometimes that can be very difficult. Miles, 15 miles an hour. What's next to get a little more speed? So are we talking about a gas cart, Miles, or an electric cart? Same thing, Rich Eastman. Is the solenoid clicking? Yeah. That's another. I know. I repeat myself a lot, but it is the same issues that come over, and I've got to know certain things before I can move on. Before I can make a diagnosis. MJ Dunn, what's going on, MJ? Lori W, what's going on, Lori W? Thank you for stopping by. Electric 36 volt Miles. Well, there's you could think about a 48 volt conversion on it. What kind of golf cart are we talking about? This is an electric 36. On an 88 Club Car DS, where is that wiper control located? I cannot find it. Well, it just depends. On an 88, Kurt, do you have, no, on an 88, that's a 5-solenoid system, right? Is yours the 5-solenoid system? If so, you don't have a V-Glide if you're talking about wiper. Fish says he got a free 1.5-inch lift on his Club Car Preston. How, Fish? Tell me. 1.5. That's be pretty good. Bike and sled. As a motorcycle and sled, as in snowmobiles. Oh, okay, cool, Jeffrey. Yeah, if you've got the 5-solenoid system, Kurt, then you've got this silver box. There's a silver box with a little lever on the side of it that when you press your accelerator pedal, it moves that lever on the side of that silver box. That's not a V-Glide. That's inside that box. There are 5 micro switches. And there's this little ramp there that connects, that activates each one of those micro switches as you push that pedal. And as you push that pedal, it activates the first micro switch, which makes your first solenoid click. You push the pedal a little more, it activates the second micro switch, which makes the next solenoid click, and your car should start moving at that point. And so on through the 5 micro switches. You don't have the V-Glide. I don't know what that box is called. It's just a box that houses 5 micro switches. Oh, okay. So that's how you got 1.5-inch lift. You installed a new Eco Lithium. Yep. Yeah, that'll do it. That's for sure. It's under your charge receptacle, Kurt. It's below your charging receptacle. If you raise the seat of the cart and look at the back side of your charging receptacle, it's below that. Kevin Sawyer, what's up, Kevin? Hello from Indiana 53. Ron Steckler says, I think you're a saint to be able to keep it up. Well, thank you, Ron, but I talk to a lot of people, so I do a lot of repeating myself, that is for sure. I always joke after Tim's long, healthy his headstone will say, Tim is the solenoid clicking friend. Healthy life. Well, thank you, Mike. That's I don't know if my wife would think that. She would probably have something else to put on my tombstone rather than that, but some other things. But anyway. Where am I at here? I am on number 6. This is from Castor. My cart was not charging due to a bad connection and ran out of juice. Voltage across the 48-volt pack reads just over 45. I have the E-Z-GO PowerWise QE right now. I get an occasional green flash, but mostly a single red flash. I have tried to charge batteries individually with no luck. Other than getting a new charger, I don't know what to do. Please help. Okay, E-Z-GO PowerWise QE. All right. Well, those not aren't they. First of all, they don't have a reputation for lasting forever. Let's just put it that way. All right. So get that thing checked out, and the easiest way to do it would be try it on another golf cart caster. Try that E-Z-GO PowerWise QE, and let's eliminate that as being the problem right off the bat. There's another thing that I know I repeat myself on over and over again, is eliminate the charger right off the bat, because those chargers tend to break, and when they do, there's nothing you can do because those aren't repairable. At least not like the old big transformer type chargers that have capacitor and diodes and relays inside them and a circuit board. Those are all still repairable. Parts are still available. Those solid state chargers, a little bit more difficult to get those repaired. Randy Rizzo, I need a decent battery gauge. The one I have now only changes to yellow and red when it's too late. Well, we have some really cool ones at Golf Cart Garage, Randy. Go check them out. You got some. We have some now that actually have the number of the voltage on there. And keeping in point with GCG topics, how are the pups? Oh man, they're cool. They're good. Dino is getting up there. My wife's been out of town, but she's back now, and so he's back. And Tilly, I got two dogs, Dino and Tilly. Dino is this January, last month, he turned 13, so he's over 13. He's taken some medicine because he's got some aching joints and stuff, but he is still fully mobile. He loves going on a walk. He loves his food, and everything's cool. And Tilly's young. She's only 3. Give you a hell of a lot of credit, Jeff. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. But I can tell you, it's not only on here. It's when I'm on the phone with customers too, because I work for Golf Cart Garage. I don't just do videos. I talk to customers on the phone also, and it's more of the same. Yeah, ours. What's the volt? It would be more like Stephen. It'd be like well, what's the voltage on your batteries? After I listen to somebody's story, I mean that's the first thing I say. Do you know what the voltage is on your battery pack, or do you know what the individual battery voltages are? Okay. Number 7, where we're at. This is from, looks like Millie, as opposed to Vanilli. This is from Millie. Saw your video, Smoother Golf Cart Ride. Ask Dave, Golf Cart Garage, and I was wondering if you've heard of an air ride system made for RXV. I've looked into it, and I have to do some welding to make a custom setup. Is there anything out there that would make an air ride install easier? It's more about smoothing out the ride and not the ride height. Just curious if you had seen or heard of this for golf cars. The only ones that I have seen or heard of are on YouTube, and it's complete 100% custom jobs. I mean, so it can be done. So go to YouTube and just in the search bar, just plug in golf cart air ride, and I guarantee you there'll be videos of somebody who has fabricated their own golf cart air ride system on bags. Maybe they can even lower the cart and raise it up. So yeah, there are people that have done it, but I don't know of a kit out there for an RXV that would do it all, that would have everything you needed. Keith with Palmetto, Florida, what's going on? Yes, Jeffrey, I'm serious. I don't remember what I was talking about at the time, but yes. Hey, Tim and good people, I'm at a pub in Big Pine Key with family, so I can't hang out. I hope enjoy. All right, William, I'm going to show that cart that you sent me. It was in Key West too. Yeah. All right, cool. Have a good time with your family, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Rich Eastman, I've only been a club car owner for about 9 months, and Tim and the rest of you have made me an expert on these things. Repetition works. Well, thank you, Rich. Thank you for saying that. Can't please everybody, so some people think I repeat myself too much. But if the answer is the, the answer is the answer, even if I have to repeat it. Okay, number 8. This is from Dick. I have a PowerWise golf cart charger. When I plug my charger into the golf cart, the needle in the view window goes to a specific amperage. On the right side of the amperage meter is a red area that states 30 to 40 amps. Is my battery fully charged when that needle goes into that red area? I watched an earlier video from someone else who stated that the needle had to go to 0. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. Please help. Thank you. This is from Dick. No, that's not what that means. Normal operation for that charger is this. This is another repeat. I know it. You plug in an E-Z-GO PowerWise charger, boom, needle goes all the way to the right. All right, it's going to stay there for a little while. And throughout the charge cycle, it's going to slowly drop. It's going to slowly drop, and then it's going to get down close to 0, and it's going to stay there for maybe an hour or two when it gets down that. But this whole process may take up to 16 hours, so keep that in mind. When it gets down there close to 0, it's going to stay there for a while, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's going to click off and go to 0. That's when your car is fully charged, not when it's to the right. That means it's depleted and it needs to be charged. Yeah, in fact, you might want to put a fan in front of that charger if that battery pack is that depleted that it's going pegging out over into the red area. Okay, number 9. This is from Mickey. I have an AccuPower 13800 charger. Card is a 93 Club Card DS. I also have new batteries and cables that all test good. When I plug my charger in, it kicks on and charges at around 20 amperage. After about 4 to 5 hours, it went down to around 10 amps. I unplugged because the batteries had a smell and were hot. I have charged the batteries around 5 to 6 times and the charger has never cut off. I am hesitant to leave the charger plugged up longer. I don't want to hurt my batteries. How long should the charging process take, and is it possible I have a bad part in the charger relay maybe? I'm new to golf carts. Thanks in advance. No, it's more likely, from what you've told me, that you haven't let it go long enough. So what I would want to see is I'd want to see battery voltage readings during the charge cycle. Like when you started smelling them and the gauge had dropped to about 10, I want to see how many volts that are in your battery pack at that time with the charger running. Because on a 36 volt car, which is what you got, on a 36 volt car, that battery pack toward the end of the charge cycle could get up to 46, 48 volts. Right before the charger needs to shut off. It could be as high as 48 volts in a 36 volt car. So that's what I want to see, because if you're not getting that close, then it's not through yet. You need to let it go. Your batteries are really dead. And you might want to try in stages like you had done, like charge it up some today, let everything cool down, and charge it up some the next day, let everything cool down, and eventually you'll get them to a state of charge that'll be more relaxed for them, because golf cart batteries like to be fully charged. But first, take a battery reading and see if you're getting close to 48 or volts, when it's down there at 10. If not, it's not through yet. You need to let it go. You need to let it climb. Hey, Tim, I don't think Gallagher ever got an answer to his question. What would chairs look like if our knees bent the other way? I remember that, dude. Jeffrey says you should make a video for first-time users with the most common questions. That's true, Jeffrey. I should. We should. In fact, I'll run that by the guys, and we may do that. Maybe make a list of most common questions, and I'll just make a video. Just have it out there on YouTube, just for it doesn't have to be a live video, just a regular video. D-Max says, and check the water level. Yep, that's cool. Yeah, we could have a beginner section and a little more advanced section, I guess. Oh, and that charger also, on back to this charger question, that charger is repairable, so it could be a problem with the charger. But first, we need to clear up your batteries. You need to clear up that your batteries are causing all of your issues there. I know you said new batteries, but I still want to see what voltage we're talking about. Yeah, flamingo, yeah. That would be what the chair would look like. Okay, number 10. That's the last. This is the last scheduled question, and then I'm going to show some carts. This is from Walter. My golf cart isn't charging. I've watched your videos and am about to start the process of charging them enough to see if my regular charger will charge them. I think that's what he meant to say. My question is, in the event I need new batteries, do I buy them all at once? I'm going to say that was supposed to be once at a time, or one at a time. Buy them all or one at a time. Okay, I see. Would it be better to invest in lithium? I have a 48 volt EasyGo TXT. Oh, we'll get the last one out. We'll get the last part of your question out the way first. It's always better to invest in lithium if you can, or if you're able to. If you're able to invest in lithium, there's no cons. So yes, it's always better to invest in lithium if money's not a problem for you, because they're going to be more expensive. In fact, they're going to be about 3 times more expensive, by the time everything is done. So if you can afford that, it's always better to go to lithium. Now, the first part of your question was, do I buy them all or one at a time? Well, you buy them all depending on how old your battery pack is. Like if they're over 3.5 years old, then buy them all, because otherwise you're going to end up with mismatched years of batteries in your golf cart, and you're going to end up with out of balance issues, and you're going to have batteries going out every 6 months. One of them's going to go out on you. So if it's time for replacement, and that would be anywhere between 3.5 to 5 years, then you should just buy them all. Just get them all. You will have a whole lot less problems in your future if you do it that way. Craig says he'd be on the GCG short bus. Okay, Ron Steckler says, my RXV charger just quit. I am a year out before a lithium upgrade. The Lester Charger 2 is advertised as being able to do lead acid now and change over to lithium later. Any potential issues? Oh, you're talking about the Summit 2. Okay. Yeah, the Summit 2, Ron, does have a lithium profile. Okay. Now, it can be set for lithium or it can be set for lead acid, but it does have a lithium profile. Now, here's the deal with that. You need to be real careful about that when you go with lithium, because you need to check with your lithium company, your manufacturer, because they may not like the profile on the Summit 2. They're going to want to know what the profile is before they will approve you using that charger on their battery without warranty repercussions. All right, they may say, no, you can't use that one. We want you to use ours. If you use ours, you're not going to have a problem with warranty. So you need to just make sure about that, is all I'm saying. Mark Sawyer. What's going on, Mark Sawyer? Lithium lasts several years longer. That's what they claim. That's what they claim. But I haven't even seen a 5-year-old lithium pack yet. I'd like to. I'm waiting for it. Hopefully I'm still around to see 5- and 10-year-old lithium packs that are still working. Okay. I'll run the social media links again. Please follow us on. Shipping desk is calling. I'm out for now. I'm glad I got to hang with y'all for a bit. Have a great week. Thank you, Dave. There's the social media links I just ran for TikTok and Instagram. But please follow us on Facebook and YouTube if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like in the comments if you haven't already. Greg Elliott, let's see. Yep, that's what we're about to do. Let's see. Fish, how much space do I need in front of my Eco lithium charger? Is a couple of inches sufficient? I have all this extra room for storage, but I can't use it. Yeah, that's fine, Fish. I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah, that should be fine. That amount of space. Wow, how did you retract your live comments? You talking about Greg? I see up there it says message retracted. I don't even know how to do that. Jeffrey says I have an 8-year-old lithium in my remote control airplanes. Yeah, well, I want to see a first I want to see a 5-year-old lithium pack in a golf cart. That's still good. I want to see that because I've seen many 5 and 8-year-old, even up to 8 years old lead acid Trojans that were still good in a golf cart. But I hadn't seen a 5-year-old lithium pack yet. I want to see that. I mean, that's going to be exciting. It's funny the things I get excited about. I get excited about a 5-year-old lithium pack. Yeah. GCG should donate one to you for real world testing. Gary England. Yeah. Well, that's true, but it's I want to know. I want long-term data. Sir Walter, do you have an opinion on the 48-volt Badger 2 battery kit? I'm not familiar with that one, Sir Walter. Is Badger 2, is that a lithium? That's a lithium brand? William Moore on Facebook, very late, but made it. Thank you for joining us, William Moore. We're just about to show some carts for, yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, Sir Walter. I've got a new dealer magazine that I haven't looked at yet. I don't know if they're doing any advertising yet. Okay. Bam. Let's see some carts. I had a couple of people sent me some pictures. One of them, he said he was eating at a restaurant, is William Rizzo. He sent me some pictures. And Jeffrey in the chat now sent me some pictures of some pretty interesting carts. So we're gonna show those right now. Here's one from Jeffrey. Ready for this? Check that out. That's pretty cool. So that's a GEM car, a GEM car. Looks like it's lifted. With a Phoenix Suns painted, Phoenix Suns stickers and graphics on it. I tell you what, I had a couple of those in my shop before. I don't think I ever had to repair one. I think I had to replace a charger on one time, and the rest of them I had, luckily, were just battery jobs. And I tell you what, after doing battery jobs on club cars and Yamahas and E-Z-GOs, and then you do one on these, this is the most difficult battery job to do out of any golf cart that I've ever done. And it's because they're 12-volt batteries, and the placement of them is harder to get to. They're bigger batteries, so they're heavy. They weigh a ton. So they're a very difficult battery job. But that's a cool looking cart. I wonder where you get that lift kit for it like that. Yeah, Craig, click on the comment, then the 3 dots to remove. Oh, I got you. I guess I could do that too then, because I get the 3 dots. I've never done it. That must be how I kick somebody out too. I hadn't had to do that yet. I'll have to experiment with that. All right, that one was from Jeffrey. That's a pretty interesting cart. Looks cool. All right, now here's one from William. Bam. This is a golf cart with a Mustang Cobra Jet body on it. A Shelby Cobra Jet. Check that out. He said that's in Key West. He told me that was in Key West, just in a parking lot. So I would imagine they got some pretty wild stuff there. But that's cool. It's got a little trunk in the back, that lid that opens up like a real trunk. Yeah, Jeffrey, those gym cars are, I don't know if everybody knows that or not, but those gym cars are front wheel drive. Big Mike says, is it 4x4? No, it looks like it might because it's front wheel drive. You see the axles on the front, but yeah, they're front wheel drive cars. It's got a front differential, it looks like, yep. Sneaky snake, yep, that's pretty cool. I want to thank William and Jeffrey for sending me those. Anybody else has any cool looking carts on pictures, send them to me at Golf Cart Garage and I'll feature them. But you're right, Big Mike, looking at it, especially lifted like that, you would think that it's a four-wheel drive cart because you see the front differential and everything. Jeffrey says they have four-seater ones too. Yeah, I've seen those too. Go over here to Facebook. No, we're good. We're good there. All right. If you would like to get the pics of our golf cart meetup. I think I did, Mike, didn't I? I'll have to go back in my email and look. So my email gets crowded up sometimes and I lose track of stuff. So I'll go back and look. Where did that body kit come from? I don't know, Craig. William, he had to leave earlier. He said he commented that he was eating with his family somewhere and that he had to leave. Or I was going to ask him. Sent a few of all of our carts together. Okay, I'll check it out, Mike. David Irwin, what's going on? Peace out, everyone. Thanks, Tim. Fish. All right, Fish. Let me run the hat promo. You want to buy a Golf Cart Garage hat, you're welcome to. Go to golfcartgarage.com. There's a hot links in the description. Take you right to them. If you'd like one, we do give hats away on this channel. I have to get prior approval from my executive producer if she can help me with that or not. So I'm not exactly sure right now if it's going to be next Tuesday or not. I'll have to figure out a way to do that. I have to figure out a way to announce that so you'll know. Randy Rizzo, thank you, sir. Looks like my internet's starting to mess up a little bit. Let me run this coupon code. This coupon code is still good, but just today. It's good till midnight tonight. This coupon expires midnight tonight. You get 5% off any order you order at Golf Cart Garage if you use coupon code TIM18, TIM18. That expires today, but it's still good for right now, and we'll have a new one when I come back next Tuesday. Yep, I'm going to have to get out of here quickly because I see my internet is starting to go red. If you'd like to contact us with suggestions or make a comment or give us some feedback, you're welcome to. Or product suggestions. Here's the email address. It's support@golfcartgarage.com, and there's the phone number. You are welcome to. We like to hear from you. Yeah, I can see my internet is oh, I just got a notice from my executive producer. She must be watching that next Tuesday is doable for hat giveaway. Well, how about that? You want me to go ahead and announce it now? On the spot, on the fly? Done deal. Next Tuesday, hat giveaway. All right, bag of swag giveaway next Tuesday. So you can buy, if you want to buy one, you can go ahead and buy one now. But be here next Tuesday, we're going to give away a hat. Okay. Make sure you come back next Tuesday. Just got confirmation that there will be a hat giveaway. Okay, I did the, let's see, I did the contact, I did the coupon, did the hash, did the social media. We talked about small lift kits and ways to get just a couple of inches out of your golf cart. That was the name of this show. MJ Dunn Swag next Tuesday, bro. Be here. Have a great week. See you next week so I can be there when I win my hat. Yep, you'll be in there, man. Thank you for coming to help us. Thank everybody for showing up. I will see everybody Tuesday. Garage is now closed.